Hello, it's Nick. Welcome back. If you have been here before, if you haven't been here before, welcome. You're coming in at a weird time, not a weird time, but a good time on this channel because, yesterday I talked about, I went to Popeyes, had an incident there. I'm not going to recap the whole thing. You can go back and watch that. And then right after that, I uploaded a video discussing how for the next 30 days, yesterday I was saying that was my last day of having fast food for 30 days. So what I didn't tell you and what I didn't really plan on happening after that is what I'm about to share with you now. So if you want to know what happened from that they decided until today, which was the first day of the 30 days, keep watching. One thing I want to, and make sure to subscribe because I'm going to give updates, I think every 10 days. Unless some weird things happen in between. That's the first thing I wanted to come on here and say was that I'm not planning on giving like an update every single day. This just happened to be the first day, and many thoughts and some things happened over the past 24 hours since the last time we talked that I thought were noteworthy. And yes, my quarantine hair is still happening. I just got a text actually from my barber that in California they're allowing barbers and salons to open with mask requirements, and I'm going to leave my thoughts on that and what I'm planning on doing and what I'm going to do, kind of a recap of that for a future video because I'm still trying to figure out how I'm going to handle that. And if you've been on my channel a while, you know, or since I've been uploading recently, you know my thoughts on masks, but that's not what this video is about. So yes, giving you an update. So make sure to subscribe if you want to keep up to date with me and all the things that are happening in my life and things that are of interest to you maybe. Give this video a thumbs up before you leave and comment your thoughts on what I'm about to share with you, which if you saw the title of this video, which I'm guessing I'm going to be naming something similar to what I'm actually going to talk about right now, then you probably have thoughts. Now let me clarify. So yes, today I did take food out of the trash and eat it for lunch. Let me explain. So yesterday I went to Popeyes and I thought since it was my last fast food meal for 30 days at least, I might as well get a lot of food and have it for 2 meals in one day. So I got the family meal, which came with 4 chicken sandwiches, a large side of fry, and 4 biscuits. So I'm like, okay, I could eat 2 chicken sandwiches and a few of the fries and a few biscuits. No big deal. I've done that before. What I didn't think about was it was very hot yesterday, so I know when it's hot out, I don't usually eat as heavy of food. That was problem number 1. Problem number 2 was that after eating those things, I always remembered that I would eat those things, but I wouldn't be planning on eating that again in the same day. Even though I do have pretty good appetite and pretty big stomach for lots of food, I can handle it. This type of food with a lot of breading, fried chicken, fries, and biscuits, which is basically all just bread and carbs and starch, I don't think I would have been able to eat the whole thing in that day. So what I did is I ate the half of it, the 2 sandwiches, some of the fries, a biscuit, and I put the rest in my refrigerator. And dumb me was wanting to take a nap because yesterday I had the day off for Memorial Day. And if anyone knows, after you eat, the worst thing you can do is lay down. So your food doesn't digest as fast. Coupled with it being hot outside, but just cool enough in my place to kind of put a sheet on, like not a blanket, but kind of a light, I call it a sheet, but it's not a sheet. And kind of like a pillowcase material, but not a pillowcase, if that makes sense. And so I was laying flat, just kind of relaxing, decompressing, because it was hot. I was trying to stay still, but the sheet I have that I like, it actually kind of keeps you a little cool because it's cool to the touch. So if it's hot out and you have that on, it kind of helps, whatever. So what happened was I felt like the food wasn't digesting. Of course, if I was smart, I would have just sat up, but I was tired and wanted to take a nap, so I was kind of conflicted. Anyways, I get up and I'm like, you know what? This food smells disgusting when I open the fridge. I don't really want to eat this today, and I know tomorrow I'm not supposed to have any, I'm not supposed to buy any fast food. So I dumped the packages into the trash. and kind of just left it at that. I'm like, oh, okay, I'm done. My 30 days started of no fast food, and it's kind of just how it is. So, rest of the day is fine. I go to sleep, wake up, go to work, and lunchtime comes around, and I realize that. So sometimes for lunch, I take some protein powder to mix up in like a protein shaker bottle with water. Well, I don't know what I was thinking, but I forgot the shaker cup today. So I was like, oh God. So I had this moment where I was at my desk about ready to leave and go to lunch. Either come home because I work close enough to come home, or go get food, which is normally the two options. And so I was like, on the app that I was about to get Chipotle. I was like, okay, if I'm gonna get something, might as well get something semi-healthy, right? And then I was going back and forth. I'm like, I told myself I wasn't gonna do this, but I really want to do this, and I have an excuse because I didn't bring my shaker cup, so I have an excuse to do it. I can do it only for today, and I could start. And then I started talking myself into, okay, maybe I'll start next Monday, because next Monday is the 1st. So if I do a full month of this, it'll make more sense to start on the 1st, blah, blah, blah. This is what happens every time I try to be good. My brain starts talking to me, and I start talking to myself, and I start convincing myself that it's good for me. So it was a problem. So what I did is I actually started talking to myself not out loud, but actually, yeah, I started walking to my car, and I got in, and I just talked to myself. I'm like, you're going home, you're not going to order any fast food, and that is it. So I drove home, and as I was pulling in and I saw my place, and I remembered, oh, I threw away my food from yesterday, and it's still sitting in my place. And I was just like, okay, I'll walk in. I was going to actually make a shake here and then bring it with me. And I walked in, and the smell hit me. And I was like, I'm done. I can't. I don't think I'm going to be able to resist this. So I went and checked the garbage, and everything was still in there. I hadn't it was basically a new trash bag, so there wasn't really much in there. The only thing I had in there that I had added to the trash bag since dumping the food the first time was an apple core, which was the snack I took. I have half an apple in my first break and half an apple in my second break, and dip it in almond butter, which is healthy. And it helps me stay full and without getting like too sugared up and whatnot. So I took the stuff out. I'm like, okay, do you think this is still good to eat? So I checked, and it was all still in, the chicken sandwiches were still in their bags, so it's not like they had been exposed to the outside, and I had just thrown them away the day before. They were still kind of chilled. The box of fries was still good, and the box of biscuits was still good. If I was smart, I would have dumped it in there and kind of dumped something on them to make them bad, but clearly the universe was working in different ways than I was really thinking about. So I opened them up, and I ate them. So here's how I'm getting away with this. It was day one. I was eating leftovers. I didn't buy the food today, so I bought it yesterday. So this is the only day I'm going to confess to doing this, and I'm actually going to allow for a rule break this first day because it was leftovers. I didn't want to waste it. I didn't buy any fast food today, and I made the mistake of not bringing my shaker cup. So I just wanted to be honest that it's been a struggle. Honestly, that mental part of it's all mental, really. Let's be real. And I shared with you that as I was getting to that point in my day where my habits were about to start kicking in, my bad habits, I had to basically talk myself out of it. And I know it's going to be hard for a while, at least for a week probably. Maybe even the full 30 days will be hard, but I really just need to prove to myself and prove to you that I can commit to this because it's something that I know is going to be good in the long run. So, wanted to come on here and confess to what happened today. I literally dug food out of the trash can or the trash bag and ate it. What are you going to do? So, I'm hoping to continue the rest of today being good and start again tomorrow and take it one day at a time. So let me know what you think. Have you ever done this? Has your mental toughness been tested in some ways recently or in the past that this reminded you of? And would you ever consider taking stuff out of the trash if it was good enough for you? Let me know what you think. Like I said before, make sure to subscribe so you can get updates. and give this video a thumbs up if you thought it was interesting or if you related to it at all, and let me know your answers to my questions I just asked you in the comments. So I will talk to you very soon.